So, Stephen, you're facing Kawa tomorrow in Conference League. What are your expectations for the match?
Yeah, first of all, obviously, really looking forward to the game. I think it's going to be a very competitive game. Looking at their two games versus Connaskey and seeing them on Monday night, they have a lot of attacking threat and a lot of good individual quality. So it's going to be a competitive game, but one we're looking forward to.
Yeah, and there's been in Icelandic media, there's been a lot of comparisons with you and Shamrock Rovers since another Icelandic team played them in the Champions League. A lot of Icelandic media has talked about Dundalk as a much worse team, but you're only 4 points behind them in the league. Aren't you comparable to Shamrock?
Yeah, well, Shamrock Rovers have won the league the last 3 seasons over in Ireland, so I think we're 8 points off them in the league. So, but we've played them the last 2 games and we've beaten them the last twice. So it's very hard to get a gauge direct. It doesn't work like that. Football, a direct line of form. This game will take on a life of its own. I think you could flip it the other way and say Breda Brink are a lot better than KA as well. So it works both ways. But this game will be individual. It'll be isolated 2 legs, and it's going to be very competitive.
Yeah, and what are your thought about Kawa's team? What are their key players that you're going to be looking at?
A lot of good players around the pitch from midfield up. They carry a good attacking threat. They won one day on 4-3, and obviously had 2 convincing wins against Connaskey, both 2-0. So they have a lot of good offensive talent, and we need to be on our guard whatever team they play to try and play football, try and build up, and maybe get overloads in around the midfield area. So we need to guard against that, and as well try and get our game out.
There were reports that you were at the Keflavík match. Did you see that, and what are your thoughts about that?
Yeah, it was a good game, exciting game, a lot of goals. So again, it backed up what I was just saying in regards having a good attacking threat, scored a lot of goals, created chances, and they'll be looking to do the same tomorrow again. So we have to guard against that, and also ourselves be dangerous go offensively.
Dundalk has quite a bit more history in Europe than Kawa. You beat an Icelandic team back in 2016, FV. Is that going to help Dundalk?
No, it has no relevance really. It's all going to be about tomorrow and next Thursday when we're in Ireland. As I said, treat this game on its own merits. It's an isolated game, 2 teams coming up against each other for the first time, and a game we're really looking forward to, and we're excited, and I'm sure Kay are the exact same way.
Just shortly about that match, it was comedic, if you could say so, that back in 2016 when you beat the Icelandic team FV, in some media you were described as a pub team. What are your thoughts on that?
We done all right for a pub team back in 2016. We got to the group stages and we're very competitive. So, and then got to the group stages again, the club in a few years later. So that's not bad for a pub team.
Just finally, I noticed there were some reports in Ireland that after the game up against Shamrock there was some racism problems with the fans. Is that going to put a dark cloud over Dundalk at all?
No, not at all. Just an isolated incident in a supporter, and we've acted and dealt with it quickly. We have no tolerance towards that. The football club doesn't stand for that, doesn't represent that. So that's the matter sort of finished in our eyes. We've dealt with it, but looking forward to this tie is sort of totally irrelevant.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.